So Ankit, today you want to go for thermodynamic snap.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you're preparing for ISRO interview.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what do you like in thermodynamics?
Sir, most probably first law of thermodynamics, study flow energy equations,
Okay.
and then entropy.
Achha, what is the use of
Available.
this subject? Why actually we study this subject?
Sir, actually, in thermodynamics, we mainly deal with the energy interaction as a heat and work. As we know that the heat is mainly it is due to the randomness of the molecules. So we call it as a disorganized form of energy. So in thermodynamics, we will deal with the how efficiently we can convert the heat into work. That is called as a organized form of energy, so that we can use it according to our requirements.
Okay. So you mentioned about first law of thermodynamics, Ankit. So tell me something more about this. What is this first law of thermodynamics?
Sir, first law of thermodynamics is the concept of energy. It is a conservation of energy, basically. It says there the energy neither be created nor can it be destroyed. It can only transform from one form to another form. It can only transform from one form to another form.
Achha, can you give me some example, some practical, real example of this first law?
For energy conversion.
Energy conversion, and where actually you can apply this first law.
Sir, first law of thermodynamics basically we apply in like various our engineering components like turbine, nozzles, compressors, diffusers, etc. And basically, like if I talk about the diffuser working, in that condition, we are used to increase the pressure at the expense of the kinetic energy. So the kinetic energy will transform into pressure energy, but it will not be destroyed.
Can we apply it to any light source, light bulb? Like suppose some CFL or some light bulb you are having. Can we apply first law over there?
Sir, yes, we can apply that.
You can apply.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How?
Sir, it will behave as a first law of thermodynamics for a closed system. If I consider the tube light as our system, then we can write the equation as that delta Q equals to change in internal energy plus change in work plus boundary work. In that condition, mainly the work we involve that they are boundary work and other work as well. In that condition, if we consider the tube light as our system, then it only gives us the heat interaction because because if we consider the tube light surrounding as our boundary, then only heat interaction is there with us with respect to surrounding. There will be no work.
Suppose that bulb you are running from last 1 hour, like you are that bulb is switched on from last 1 hour. Then what will be the difference in that the equation that you actually mentioned, dq equal to du plus dw? What will be the change?
Sir, actually, bulb is running from last 1 hour.
Yes.
I think that whatever energy I am giving in form of work, it will totally transform into heat. It will give us some lightning source, and to maintain its steady state condition, whatever energy I will give, it will release as a heat. Then there will be no net change in its internal energy. Should be zero.
तो steady state में आ जाएगा.
Yes, sir. Because if it will,
like suppose if we consider this bulb is in steady state, means we are running it from last 1 hour and this is in steady state. And suppose if we will consider some 50 watt bulb, 50 watt, 100 watt, किसी भी कितना भी, you can assume 50 or 100 watt. And suppose we want to calculate the entropy generation in this process. How we will calculate? The bulb is running from last 1 hour. So yes, rightly you mentioned it is in steady state.
In that condition, we will say that the entropy change of the bulb, the filament will be 0, because if it is steady state. If it is not steady state, then its temperature going up, increasing. So we can change that the delta S of the bulb is 0, but the delta S of the surrounding we can calculate as by the formula of Q by T, Q by T naught, the temperature of the, and that Q is our whatever I am giving in form of work, it is dissipating in the form of heat to the surrounding. That we can have the Q by T.
Which temperature? Q by T means what temperature?
T should be the surrounding temperature at which the yes sir, at which the it is receiving the heat
So
from the
entropy will increase in this case.
sir. Entropy of the surrounding will increase, but entropy of the system will remain constant. Total entropy will increase.
Total entropy will increase. Fine. And if this is not in steady state, like just you turned on, then what will be the difference?
Sir, we will add the bulb entropy as well.
How?
The delta. We say that there is a resistant material that is called a filament. Then during unsteady state, its temperature going on increases. So its temperature, initial and final value, and we can use the formula of MCLNT final by T initial.
From where you got this formula? MCLNT final by T initial.
Sir,
can you show?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Go ahead.
Sir, I know the TDS equations. TDS first equation, if I write, it is equals to TDS equals to DU plus PdV. And the bulb is generally considered it is a solid, or that resistant material. It is a solid, so it is a constant one. So the PdV term will be 0 in that condition. So TDS will remain as a DU. TDS equals to DU. And if we calculate DS equals to, it is will be DU by T. If you bring that T,
you are writing for solid, you are writing internal energy as DU. DU equal to MC dt. This is the ideal gas.
No, sir. DU equals to MC dt. It is valid for any substance. If it is an ideal gas, we
that
can
is
write
valid
it
for
as
only
MC.
ideal gas. That is valid for ideal gas only. That is not valid for every substance. Even not valid for real gas also.
No, actually, DU equals to MC dt is a general formula. And if we write DU equals to MCV dt, then it is valid for ideal gas. In case of real gases, we use the concept of.
You are thinking right. You are thinking right.
We use the concept of
when you are actually writing MC dt, that is not U. That is Q actually. Are you getting?
Okay, sir. Okay.
That is Q, heat transfer. Q equal
Yes,
to
sir.
MC dt. dq equal to MC dt. Then try to relate it with that only, na, ds equal to, because what is entropy? Entropy is dq by t.
Yes, sir.
And what is dq? dq we can write it as MC dt.
Okay.
dq को हम लिख सकते हैं for any substance. What is heat? Heat transfer को हम कैसे लिख सकते हैं? MC dt, where C is the specific heat of that material.
Okay.
And then if you will integrate both sides, then you will get.
Sir, but if we write it TDS equals to DQ, it will be valid only for reversible process, no?
TDS equal to du, the TDS equation you are saying. Huh?
Sir, TDS equals to DQ.
Yes. Okay, no. DS equal to dq by t. Yes, that is for reversible one only. That is for reversible. dq by t reversible.
Okay. If we write ds equals to dq by t, then dq equals to MC dt, t by t.
Yes.
If temperature is not constant, we will integrate it.
Yes. We need to integrate it.
Yes.
Okay. So, Ankit, you mentioned about reversible, irreversible. Like that is not reversible. So, what do you mean by irreversibility? Irreversibility क्या होती है?
Sir, irreversibility is basically it is a destruction of the available energy. That is, it is basically that during a process that it represents the increase in the unavailable part of the energy, or we can say that it represents a decrease in the available energy during a process when the process is going to happen.
So like suppose some energy conversion is happening, like suppose you are running some kind of power plant or diesel engine or anything. So some kind of energy conversion is there. So how, what we can do actually to decrease this irreversibility?
Sir, basically the main cause of the irreversibility during heat transfer is the basically it is a temperature difference.
Mm-hmm.
If the
Temperature difference. Mm-hmm.
temperature difference goes to small value, then
Mm-hmm.
then we can say that the irreversibility can be reduced.
Mm-hmm.
Or like we can use say that if the friction is minimum, because friction is also a cause of irreversibility, the friction
Okay.
is less, then we can say that the irreversibility associated with that process is less.
Mm-hmm.
So there we can use lubricants and all in best possible way. We'll try to achieve.
So कैसे कम कर सकते हैं? How we can decrease those temperature gradients? Like rightly you mentioned अंकित, कि temperature gradient अगर ज्यादा होता है तो irreversibility ज्यादा होती है. So how we can decrease those temperature gradients? Friction is one thing. Yes, we carry out lubrication to decrease the friction inside the system. That's fine. Whatever we can achieve or do. But what we do actually to decrease the temperature difference?
Sorry, sir, it is not available.
Try to think. It is very simple, Ankit. Easily you can answer. Just if you will think. Try to relate it with some practical cases. Like suppose some diesel engine is there in front of you, or petrol engine is there, or suppose you are running some Rankine cycle. So what actually we do?
Sir, we will try to add the heat and reject the heat close to the source or sink temperature.
हाँ, yes, yes, बिल्कुल सही. कैसे करते हैं हम ऐसा? Some source is available to us, suppose some flue gas is available to us, and with those flue gases, if you will provide the cold water to those flue gases, then irreversibility will be more.
Okay, sir.
So what we do? We preheat the water using exhaust
Yes, sir.
gases.
Okay,
Using
okay.
exhaust gases, the gases which are at very low temperature, we preheat water first,
Yes, sir.
and then that water we provide into the boiler section, then it will evaporate, and then we will superheat. So the flue gases are at very high temperature. So we are not actually supplying the cold water to the flue gases. So we can provide cold water also, but suppose if you are providing cold water to that, then irreversibility will be more, losses will be more. Then what do? We arrange, we attach some kind of economizer system, the preheating system, water preheater. We are having na
Yes, sir.
feed water heater. Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir. Yes, sir.
So what
To
are
feed
we doing
the
with all those things? We are decreasing the irreversibility.
irreversibility.
That is actually helping us to extract more work. The available part of the energy is increasing. Other example you can give, superheating. Again,
Yes,
in
sir.
superheating, what we are doing? We are trying to approach as close as possible to the flue gases. Yes or no? Because
Yes,
if you
sir.
are very close to the flue gases, then irreversibility will be less. Okay. So uh, irreversibility, how actually we can find out? That is fine. Like you mentioned, what is irreversibility? Why it is there, and how we can decrease it? That's fine. So how you can calculate irreversibility in any system? Like suppose I will give you some system. How we can calculate irreversibility in that?
So there are many ways. Like first, we can define as it is a that irreversibility is a difference between the available energy before the process and minus available energy left after the process. That,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and the second, we can define it as a W maximum minus W actual work if it is a work producing device.
Mm-hmm.
And the third one, we use the Gauss-Todala theorem, in which we can write the formula is that is a sounding temperature multiplied by the entropy change of the universe.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what is the difference between ideal work, maximum work, and actual work? Ankit?
Ideal, maximum, and actual. Sir, ideal is basically it represents the if the process is going reversibly, that if anything happens, that is a 100% without any friction, without any restrictions, and it will give us like we mostly use the in thermodynamics, that is a reversible work as a
Ideal
condition.
work we will get when efficiency is 100%.
Sir, ideal work, no, it is not possible to get 100% efficiency.
100% efficiency is not possible.
It is not possible.
Mhm.
It is basically it is the maximum work.
Mhm. Maximum, ideal, both are same.
Sir, for yes, it is both are same, because ideal is only related to the maximum work, which is associated with the reversible process, reversible
Let's
systems.
suppose a Carnot engine if I will give you,
Yes, sir.
which is actually operating between the temperature 600 degree Kelvin and 400 degree Kelvin, 400 Kelvin.
Okay, sir.
So what is W ideal? And suppose the surrounding temperature is 300 Kelvin. Carnot engine operating between 600 and 400 Kelvin. Okay, the surrounding temperature is 300 Kelvin.
Okay.
So what do you think? Ideal work और क्या maximum work same होंगे? Can you calculate in this case maximum work and ideal work? Like suppose the heat available to you is 1 kilowatt. 1 kilowatt heat is available to us.
Okay.
1 kilowatt is a heat input.
Okay. In that case, if I calculate the ideal work, it will be related as Q into 1 minus 400 by 600.
Mm-hmm.
That is our ideal work.
Mm-hmm.
But if we calculate that W maximum,
that will come out only 1/3 of that. 1/3 of that,
yes, sir.
close to means 333.33 watt.
Yes, sir.
Mm. And if you will calculate with that,
If I calculate the maximum work, I have to sir, I have to actually I need a available energy formula, that is the available energy at one minus available energy with respect to the surrounding. That formula gives us a, like that is a difference between internal energy, that is U1 minus U2 minus the entropy.
I'm not asking you W max useful. I'm just asking you W max. I'm not asking you useful W max useful. Are you getting? Ankit, availability में तो चला जाओगे, that will give you the useful work. Availability. I'm just asking you available energy. What is available energy? The maximum work.
The maximum work which can
maximum work. The maximum work which we can obtain by bringing the system to the dead state.
Yes, sir.
That is Q1 into 1 minus the atmospheric temperature by the source temperature. So 1 minus 300 by 600 into 1 kilowatt. So you will get 500 kilowatt. 500 watt, sorry. So you will get 500 watt. 50% हो जाएगा.
But sir, ये तो मतलब
that will give you the हाँ yes अंकित.
सर यहाँ पे आप जो बता रहे हैं मैक्सिमम 500 वोट, सर ये जो आइडियल कंडीशन हमने रिवर्सिबल में यूज किया है, ये उससे ज्यादा आ गया है वैसे.
हाँ yes.
So maximum work can be greater than ideal work.
Ideal work is what? Ideal work is you are getting when you are rejecting heat at some temperature. So Carnot efficiency can be anything.
Okay.
That is theoretical. So in ideal cycle, further how you can maximize the ideal work? Some ideal cycles you are having. How we can further maximize?
We can maximize it by reducing
it to the dead state.
Dead state.
Yes, so yes, both are theoretical one only. Both are not the real one. Okay. So, but ideal means the work actually we are getting in an ideal cycle, sir. So you can mention about the Carnot cycle. But Carnot cycle work depends on what? It depends on the temperature limit.
Yes, sir.
So if temperature limit is high or low, then it depends on that. Getting point? So suppose a engine is operating between 600 and 400 Kelvin. So that will give you the ideal work. But again, for that engine, suppose the atmospheric temperature is 300. So further we can maximize that work. Yes, that is W max. That is available energy actually. You are getting that that work you are getting ideally, that theoretically you can say that is the ideal work, but how maximum we can target? Carnot cycle, maybe suppose some efficiency you are getting, but what maximum we can target? That is 1 minus T lower by T higher.
Yeah.
T lower we can maximum achieve up to atmospheric temperature. That is the maximum efficiency we can target. So what do you think? Carnot efficiency is fixed? No, it depends on the temperature. So we are maximizing further ideal work only. Okay, ideal maximum. Just थोड़ा सा ही confusing हो जाता है. That's why I asked you actually. Both are
Yes,
same,
sir.
more or less same only. But you need to actually mention कि further we are bringing system to the dead state. You need to highlight the concept related to the available energy. Available energy को आप यहाँ पे highlight कर सकते हो. Okay. अच्छा, मैं last question पूछ के इसको end करता हूँ. You know, we use heat pump, refrigerator system we use. So what is the difference between heat pump and a refrigerator?
Sir, it is basically the basic difference is of our desired effect, that which desired effect we are expecting. For in case of refrigerator, the lower space temperature is our desired effect, but in case of heat pump, the higher source temperature is our desired effect in that case. That the energy should be extracted at a higher temperature in case of heat pump, and in case of refrigerator, it should be at a lower temperature.
Okay. I just suppose if I will give you a very simple problem, like suppose in some room, you are running a 1 ton AC, 1 ton का AC आप use कर रहे हो, okay, which is having COP2.
Okay, sir.
1 ton का AC आप use कर रहे हो, which is having COP2.
Okay, sir.
So for this, like if you want to know the rate of entropy generation, कैसे निकालोगे? How you will approach this problem? Some practical problem, like in some room you are using some 1 ton AC which is having COP2. So what is the rate of entropy generation with using that kind of air conditioner? किस रेट पे हमारी एंट्रोपी जनरेट करेगी? कैसे निकालोगे इसको? Just tell me the process. I'm not actually interested in the numerical value. Just tell me the process.
Sir, AC is basically, it is a work consuming device. So we can use the entropy generation as a entropy change of the system as well as the surround. So we will take the entropy change of the refrigerant that is on both the side, that is on the heat rejecting side and the heat supplied side. We can calculate that also, and after adding that, we will require the we will get the entropy change of the universe. That is the entropy generation.
Entropy change of the system and surrounding. System का क्या होगा entropy change?
Sir, entropy change of the system, it will be the summation of both. So that is a Q by T lower plus Q by T higher. And entropy change of the surrounding, I think it will be 0.
Entropy change of surrounding will be 0. How?
Sir, basically it depends on our system. The boundary of the system I am considering. If I consider the AC as our system, then the entropy change of the AC that is on the lower side, it will be positive, and while it is rejecting, it will be negative, and the surrounding, it will be positive. Higher temperature side, the entropy change
we are rejecting heat into the surrounding, so entropy of the surrounding is going to be increased.
Positive. Yes,
positive आएगा. The room entropy, suppose you are running AC, so the temperature will decrease and the entropy will decrease inside the room. And for any cyclic device, AC or anything, any refrigerant which is circulating, so you can assume
it is 0.
You can assume it as because in a cycle the entropy change of the refrigerant will be 0. Okay, because the property हो जाएगा, that will be 0. And even you can assume the steady state running, like some AC which you are using, that is in some steady state. Some room temperature you are maintaining, some outside temperature that is also fixed, so you can assume that is in steady state. So for that only you need to take the entropy change of the room plus entropy change of the surrounding. Entropy change of the room क्या हो जाएगा? That is a refrigeration effect divided by the T room, or temperature of the evaporator, what you can say, refrigeration effect divided by the T room or T evaporator, what you can say, and that will be, ये क्या होगा
entropy
हमारा,
change, sir, entropy change of the,
decrease, negative,
yes sir,
because this is a heat addition, ठीक है, तो ये क्या करेगा, डिक्रीज करेगा, रूम से आप हीट ले रहे हो, ठीक है, प्लस प्लस क्या होगा आपका,
sir, plus that the Q higher divided by the Q
yes,
surrounding,
the Q rejection, the Q rejection is what, Q rejection is what, that is a refrigeration effect plus W in,
W in
okay, so plus refrigeration effect by W in divided by the
T surrounding.
T surrounding. Okay. There is a one formula also, entropy balance, entropy in minus entropy out plus entropy generation, that is equal to rate of change of entropy of the system, entropy
Yes.
balance. So rate of change of entropy of the system will be zero in steady state. So entropy in minus entropy out plus entropy generation, that is equal to zero. Entropy in कितना हो रहा है, that is a heat which you are taking, refrigeration effect divided by the T room minus plus again आपका ये क्या हो जाएगा, माइनस हो जाएगा, because minus n is there, उधर जाके दूसरी तरफ जाके क्या हो जाएगा, that will be positive, minus entropy because that is minus, plus आपका क्या हो जाएगा, माइनस माइनस को क्या हो जाएगा, आपका प्लस हो जाएगा, प्लस Q रिजेक्शन बाय द T सराउंडिंग
T surrounding.
प्लस एंट्रोपी जनरेशन इक्वल टू जीरो, तो एंट्रोपी जनरेशन क्या होगा, दूसरी तरफ ले जाओगे तो वो आपका चेंज हो जाएगा, आर यू रेडी, विद दैट इजीली यू कैन कैलकुलेट योर एंट्रोपी जनरेशन. चलिए ठीक है, आपका अंकित, आपका अप्रोच अच्छा है, यू ट्राइड, बट थोड़ा सा इसको ट्राई करना है, क्वेश्चन अगर कुछ मिल जाए अगर कुछ, तो यू नीड टू अप्लाई योर माइंड. सुपर हीटिंग वाला था, आप उस पर भी अटक गए थे, तो थोड़ा सा सोचना है, टाइम देना है अपने आप को, ओके. सो व्हेन इंटरव्यू इज आस्किंग समथिंग, जस्ट टेक सम टाइम टू थिंक एंड देन ओनली आंसर. तो अभी आपका अप्रोच ठीक है, योर नॉलेज इज फाइन, मोस्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन यू आंसर्ड, और मैंने पैरेलली साथ साथ मैंने डिस्कस भी किया आपसे, है ना. मेरे ख्याल से अभी कोई क्वेश्चन डिस्कशन रिक्वायर्ड नहीं है. आई आस्क्ड यू सम ऑफ द क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम फर्स्ट लॉ, देन दैट टेम्परेचर कांसेप्ट, ओके, हाउ यू कैन डिक्रीज द इरिवर्सिबिलिटी, तो उसमें टेम्परेचर डिफरेंस आपने बता दिया, वो मैंने डिस्कस कर लिया था आपके साथ कि सुपर हीटिंग वगैरह करके हाउ यू कैन डिक्रीज द फाइनाइट टेम्परेचर डिफरेंस. तो ओवरऑल यू आंसर्ड मोस्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन, ठीक है. तो एक और मॉक देना, यू कैन गो फॉर वन मोर मॉक आफ्टर 3-4 days, तो वी विल स्लाइटली इंक्रीज द लेवल एंड वी विल गो इनटू मोर न्यूमेरिकल पार्ट, है ना, थोड़ा सा एप्लीकेशन बेस्ड जाएंगे, एंड वी विल ट्राई टू रिलेट दिस थर्मोडायनामिक्स विद अदर प्रैक्टिकल एप्लीकेशंस, ठीक है.
Okay sir, thank you.
ओके अंकित, गुड लक, कीप प्रिपेयरिंग.